Hello and a very warm welcome to Bharata First. I'm Frank Rausan Pereira and I'm here with Bharata First's latest offering, UPSC Corner, where we will be talking about all things related to the UPSC. Since you are here, I would like to thank you for your continued support. For those of you who haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, hit the bell icon and then all notifications. Do follow media handles for all the latest updates, and you can also subscribe to our weekly newsletter. The Bharata First team is running a daily quiz. The winner will get a chance to interview me. There is also a contribution link for those who would like to contribute. All these details are in the description of the video. Do continue to show your love and support. I need it now more so than ever. Now it's time to meet three young achievers. It is a pleasure to welcome on Bharata First the Services Selection Board interview toppers. Joining me right now are Brahmjot Kaur, All India Rank 1, Uditanshu Ujjwal, All India Rank 3, and Kunal Sirohi, All India Rank 30. Welcome to all of you, and firstly I'd like to congratulate you all on a very fine performance. I know it's not an easy task to clear and to achieve what you have. It's fantastic and it's good to see three young bright minds on Bharata First. Brahmjot, I'd like to start with you first. Take me through the process of the written exam itself and how you got through and how you managed to top and get to All India Rank 1.
Yes, sir. So, sir, apparently the entry which I had gone, it was a direct entry. So I had been selected and shortlisted only on the basis of my engineering marks. And yes, I had to work hard in college. The cutoff goes very high for girls. It starts from 85% and all. For written, I have prepared for AFCAT and CDS, and for that I have accessed various websites. I have solved previous year question papers, etc. And it's just that practice, practice, practice. So that is the only
What was
strategy.
what was the most difficult part for you as far as the written exam was concerned?
Sir, I think uh, economics and political science was very difficult for me. Otherwise,
Was
I
that
think
because of your engineering background?
yes, sir. I think everybody has their own positives and negatives on that side. I have studied, history, geography, and in that only I have tried to, get the maximum marks if I am lacking in somewhere else.
Right. Uditanshu, let me come across to you now. Take us through your journey. How has it been? What did you have to go through to get to AIR, to wherever you are today? You're at AIR 3, which is fantastic. Take us through your journey.
So to reach AIR 3, first of all, I have to give I have to get failed in first 6 attempts. So in seventh attempt, I got recommended for INET entry. That was a written entry, and then in ninth attempt, I went. I then sailed through SSB, and I became AIR 3. Okay, sir. So it was a mix of ups and downs in my life. Talking about my written, okay, sir. So how I prepare, I know that my strengths are my strengths are science as an engineering background candidate. Second things, history was not my cup of tea. Okay, so I focus more on polity and science as well as current affairs. For math, I'm quite good in math, so that was a very positive part for me. Second thing, if you talk about English, so everyone has a very average English. I have a very average grammar. Okay, so that is how I prepared, and I also practice mock test as well as previous year questions. That helped me a lot. Okay, second thing, I calmed my mind very much. I was also working at that point of time, so managing everything was also a very hard time for me. I used to sleep only 4 hours a day. That's what the thing that I have followed up to reach this goal.
So, a lot of hard work, a lot of determination, a lot of dedication is what brought you here. How were each of the attempts different? I mean, what did you do differently? How did you approach each of those attempts? Because you said 6 times you failed. Did you at some point in time feel like giving up? Because, it's not easy to seek failures continuously. What made
Yes.
you go for the seventh attempt and actually crack it?
Okay, sir. If you talk about how I prepared differently, like I every time when I came out from the SSB after failing, okay, after rejection, then I wrote everything down that what I have went through, how I have performed in that attempt, and what to improve in my future. And I always analyze what assessor want because they do not give a feedback. That is a very negative point for this journey. So I have to write down every personality trait which is required to become an officer. So I improve upon my personality day by day. Okay, so that is the thing I have to work upon. And obviously there was a time where there was every after every rejection one thing to give up, but obviously giving up is not an option for anyone.
Very good, very good. Very nice to hear that, and very proud that you have, persisted and reached this position. Kunal, let me bring you in now. Why don't you take us through your journey and tell the viewers, how it has been for you?
Sure, sir. So, sir, I started from just after the class 12th. I started with the NDA, National Defense Academy exams. I was able to clear them all because I was also simultaneously preparing for other competitive exams like IIT, JEE, and all. So the math section was getting prepared. The science section was because I was in science section only. But regarding the political science and all, I was like basically referring to the 10 plus 2 NCRTs, and over there my foundation regarding NDA was laid down, but I couldn't clear the NDA interview. Although I was able to clear TES, there is one direct entry called TES after class 12. I was able to clear that, but I was merit out in that. Then then I went to the college. I joined the college. I finished with my material science and metallurgical engineering degree, and then I became an investment banker. And side by side, like I was giving these exams, and then I gave 3 exams: FCAT, Indian Navy pilot entry, and Combined Defense Services. So, like due to preparation of all those things from NDA days, I was able to give again these. I was able to clear these written tests. In FCAT particularly, it was a bit easy because we all give a lot of aptitude tests when the companies come to the campus. So it was easier for anyone who prepare vigorously for the campus interviews. And then I was able to clear the Combined Defense Services for Indian Navy, where I got AI 30. And for SSC pilot, I cleared it from Bangalore. And it's the merit list is awaiting. And for FCAT, I was able to clear it, but I was merit out. So this was the sequence of my journey, sir.
What an interesting journey, huh, Kunal? From the NDA to engineering, and then to become an investment banker, and now finally getting back to your dream, because it looks like the armed forces has always been your dream, and that's why the
Yeah,
NDA came to your mind after 12th. You
true, sir.
deviated, went away, you obviously because of the challenges that you had at that point in time, thinking about an alternate career, you move on to engineering, you become an investment banker, and then at when you're given another chance, it seems like it has been always on the back of your mind that the armed forces is what you want to do, and you come back with a bang. I mean, what an incredible journey.
Sir, the plan A was always the armed forces, but
Hmm.
as I was failing and I was getting merit out, so I didn't wanted to lose on my livelihood. And there is also one very good saying when you go for the SSB selection, they say that it is not a part and parcel of your life. You need to be someone back at home. So that's why I chose to sit for the campus placements, because this is one of the major mistakes which students do, that they do not go and sit for the campus placements, and when they sit idly at home, then the pressure starts building upon them, and they are not able to perform well in the SSBs.
I think that's a very, very good life lesson that we are talking about here. That that getting into a government service, whatever it is, whether it is bureaucracy, whether it is armed forces, or whatever it is, you should try for it. You should go for it. But if it does not happen, it doesn't mean that it is the end of the world. There is so much more that you can do in life. There are so many other opportunities that will come calling along the way. You just need to work hard and ensure that you answer your calling, and the world is each one of your playground, and you can achieve anything and do whatever you want to do in life. I think that's the message that we should send out to lakhs of youngsters, lakhs of students who want to write various examinations and get some kind of a government job, but the number of vacancies are so small that it is difficult for all of them to get into the kind of government jobs that they want. But it's not the end of the world, and there's so much more that you can do with your lives, is the message that we would like to send out here, from Bharata First. All right. So, Brahmjot, coming back to you now, let's talk about the SSB, because, we've only heard that the SSB is probably one of the toughest interview processes in the world. Don't really know what exactly happens there, because I can't give anyone a first-hand account, but you can. So why don't you talk about that?
So I think SSB is one of the best ways someone can give an interview. I mean, you are getting checked for your personality. No extra knowledge, no nothing. Of course, being aware about the current affairs and general knowledge is a plus point. But I think I have given campus interviews and other off-campus interviews as well, and there is nothing like an SSB interview. You get to interact with a lot of your friends. In fact, sometimes you do feel motivated when you go there. You get 10 times motivated because the people there, they themselves are coming from that same background. They also have the same journey, and it is just amazing. And talking about the process, I think just like every assessor says before a task, they are like, take it as a game, don't take it like a test. And if you listen to them, and I think it'll be easy to crack the SSP.
So what was the most interesting part of your interview? Anything that you would like to share, anything that was out of the ordinary, anything that was unexpected for you?
Sir, I think my army interview, in which I got selected All India Rank 1, I think it was a very unexpected interview. The interviewer roasted me. I was actually unprepared myself because I did not expect that he will ask me such questions. And he also grilled me on my family background, which I think every interviewer does. But I thought that I will not get selected. I had told everybody that I won't. But I think life has some other chances for you, and that's the thing, sir.
Okay, so that was what was unexpected, some tough questions being roasted and also speaking about the family. So good that you managed to convince your interviewers with what you have answered and how you have gone through. There is a reason why you are AIR 1. Clearly, the interviewers and others who are present there liked what you did and what you presented, and that's why you're placed where you're at. Uditanshu, let's talk about your interview. So what was special about the interview? How did you feel going into the interview? Obviously your peers and others who are around keep talking to each other about what to expect and what not to expect. So what was the conversation like?
Okay, so talking about personal life in interview specific for those 5 days. I must tell you that those 5 days are the best days of anyone's life. Okay, because you are with your friends with no phone, no social media, nothing. So you are out of every those things for 5 days. ठीक है? So that build a very good relationship which lasts forever. Many times which lasts forever. So that is the thing. Talking about a process, there was one instant during a ground task. What I was performing very hard, like I was pushing myself so hard. So my peers told me that you were like Hanuman. Okay. If they gave you if the assessor would have gave you for 5 more minutes, you would have picked us all up and you passed on every obstacle by your hand only, on your hand only. So that was a moment of talking between our peers and ourselves. Talking about the process, it was obviously they were grilling. Every assessor was grilling us to know that up to what potential we can reach. Okay, so that was the process. We have to be calm at that point of time, and we have to be attentive. That's all I want to tell.
Absolutely. And Kunal, let me come across to you now. Talk about your interview process and what was the most challenging aspect of it as far as you are concerned? How did you overcome it?
Sir, having gone through quite a number of interviews, specifically for SSV, I have majorly given written entries, not the direct entries, where you are shortlisted on the basis of your college marks and all. So, sir, we come across various terminologies like SSB being the most challenging part or SSB being the most difficult part. I believe on a certain different aspect. I believe that it is not challenging or it is not grilling. It is what I believe that they are basically trying to get to know about your life. And when we are asked some rocket science questions, we are able to answer them. But when we are asked questions like, so tell me your 5 strengths or tell me your 5 weaknesses, we have never gave a thought upon that. And when we are asked them point blank, so we become a bit off guard. And that is where the preparation comes. That is where knowing about yourself comes. And SSB is majorly knowing about yourself. That is the base, and upon that you play. That is your pitch. So this is the most challenging part of the SSB, that knowing about yourself. And during this whole course journey of mine, starting from school days till my college, I can surely say that I have improved myself, but not to 100% till even today. So this is one part where SSB makes everyone realize that you need to know yourself. You need to do your homework done when you are going over there. You know, like for example, when it comes to interview, the interviewer will ask you questions regarding to your own lifestyle. For example, let's say, what is your relationship with your father? You might have not given a thought to it in your daily lifestyle, but over there you need to answer them. So in these sort of things, SSB is challenging.
Brahmjot, let's talk about preparation strategy, both for for the entire process, all throughout. What should the preparation strategy be? What was your preparation strategy like? How was your day divided? Was there anything special that you did? Was there anything different that you did?
Okay. Uh, so I prepared differently for written and SSB. For written, I had given 2 exams initially in my final year, in which I did not clear AFCAT, but I cleared INET entry. And for that, I had to actually learn from the mistakes I had made in the A4 paper, and then actually helped me, manage my time better. Coming from college, and then I always dedicated at least 2 hours that I have to sit down, whether it be morning, evening, or anything. So persistence here is the key. Then later on, when I was selected for SSB, I took some online coaching, and then, yes, I had some guidance, I had some help, which actually helped me better be aware and be better prepared for the process. Later on, when the pandemic happened, and I was free because I had college going on, and it was only the final semester, and we had only the final major project, no subjects. So that is the time I actually utilized my time a lot. I was studying for at least 8 hours, 4 hours in the morning, 4 hours in the evening, only to get good marks in written. Because even if you clear SSB, there is always a chance of getting merit out only on the basis of your written paper. And clearing the written with good marks is the major thing, except along with good SSB performance. And then I had just prepared lecturate. I had to work upon my speaking skills, because when you go to SSB, you will see that there are 10 times better candidates, and you have to show that I am also one of them and who is trying to improve. And that has been a process.
So compete with the cream, compete with the best, and that is a
Definitely.
difficult process. So that's why you have to be at your best and give it your best shot as well. So
Definitely.
Uditanshu, your preparation and your preparation journey, what did you do differently? How did you approach the entire process itself? Was there a strategy that you used that you would like to share?
Okay, I will talk about only SSB part, because for written, if everyone used to study what has been planned, follow books, he or she will definitely clear the written. Talking about SSB, sir, I have done one exceptional things to improve my personality. That is meditation. I follow meditation very rigorously, at least 20 minutes a day. Okay, so that's changed my personality. It improved my thought process. That is one thing that I followed. Second thing, I made each and every task, I divide my day and I do practice each and every task in a day, whether it is a personality based, whether it is a knowledge based. So second, and I have a group. I had a group with candidates in which 3 of us got recommended twice. Okay, so we used to practice along on obviously video call and ongoing conference call. We used to discuss. We used to share analysis through this through a rigorous persistence, obviously of persistence of around 1.5 years, 2 years. Okay, regularly failing again and again, I reached to a potential where I was able to clear SSB. So that is the thing how I cracked the process.
Oh, that's great. Good to know. Good to hear that. And thank you for sharing the strategy and meditation. Even I believe meditation and yoga, many people don't think too much of it, but it's something that can really calm your mind and can really transform you into being a completely different person. and it has a lot of health benefits as well. So for those of you who have not considered it or not done it, it's probably something that you should consider and think about. Kunal, let's talk about your preparation journey and how it has been. What did you do differently? What was something special that you did?
Sir, focusing upon the, as I have already explained, the written part. Now, coming to the SSB part, I'm when I was sort of an individualistic person, sir. Back in school days, also in college, like not preparing, not participating much into the team games and all. Armed forces is always a place where there is no place for an individual person. It is a place of a team-bound, dynamic organization. So I made sure that I do not compete with anyone when I am in SSB. I will always contribute to the cause. So whenever there is given a cause, I will always contribute to it. Be it be it me being a leader or being me be a subordinate. Uh, and that reflected in my psychology over there when it was outdoor tasks or be it in the interview as well. So this was one of the main strategy which strategy, or you can say, in my daily life. Second thing was as I already told that I never kept SSB as I was keeping SSB as a pole in my life, but then later on I shifted that strategy. I started working upon the things which I actually need to do. For example, if I'm going to college, I need to be good in my academics. If I am doing a project, I need to be good in my project. And if I am going to a college, then I need to have certain career. So I was fulfilling these my objectives. SSB became a sub part of it. Like my personality was being developed itself, and it reflected during the SSB. So I just wanted to say that what is being asked from you, just do that.
And finally, before I let you all go, some tips that you would like to give aspiring youngsters who would like to replicate your feat and what you guys have done. Brahmjot, let me start with you. What is it that you would like to tell those who want to follow in your footsteps? Considering that there are many women, also young girls, young ladies who want to get into the armed forces right now, they would like to see you as an inspiration and they would like to know from you what it is that you would like to say. Give them some tips.
Sure, sir. So I feel that everybody has the required OLQs which are needed in the SSB, and it is only a matter of showing and polishing yourself on basis of that. So I think with a little bit of hard work, persistence, and dedication, anybody can crack SSB. And for the lady candidates, I think the potential is huge. I mean, unfortunately, there are very less vacancies, but I think the competition is going to get much more better. We see that there are 200, 400, reporting girls on the reporting day. And talking about the tips, I feel that everybody I have asked through for my own personal this thing, they have all said that go and enjoy SSB. I have enjoyed it, and at some point I have not enjoyed it, and I have suffered the consequences. You just have to take it as a vacation. Then only you will be free mind and really give into yourself, give everything what you have in the process.
So be peaceful, have a very peaceful mind, enjoy yourself to the fullest, and then you'll have a great joyride, is what Brahmjot is suggesting. And that's probably a good tip for everyone, because if you have a peaceful mind and if you have mental peace, there's so much that you can achieve. Uditanshu, tips for some youngsters who want to follow in your footsteps?
Sure. One of the most important thing is think before speak and introspect properly. Okay. Before responding, thinking is very important. Take a 2 3 minute 2 3 second pause and then speak what you are thinking. Express yourself properly. Be neutral while in approach. Second thing, be dedicated. That's all I want to tell you, and be calm as well. So that is the only thing.
So I think it's very clear from all of you here that being calm and being mentally peaceful is the most important aspect of the SSB interview. Kunal, final thoughts from you on, what is it that youngsters should do, some tips that you would like to give us, and you can close the show for us with those remarks.
Sir, like the only tip which I want to share with everyone is like just do your homework when you are landing up over there, and stop thinking when you go over there that what assessor would think or what assessor would mark me upon. And doing the homework is a very important thing about your own self, be it your engineering, be it your own personality, be it your job, anything. But do the homework.
All right. Do the homework, stay calm, and enjoy yourself thoroughly is the message that the toppers are sending out. Thank you, all of you, for being here. Really a pleasure to have you on Bharata First. The three of you are, doing us all proud. You're really, really proud of you all. All the very best in your future endeavors. And I'm sure and certain, and I can say it with a lot of positivity, that India's future is in very bright hands. Once again, thank you for your continued support. For those of you who haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, hit the bell icon, and then all notifications. Do follow our social media handles for all the latest updates, and you can also subscribe to our weekly newsletter. The Bharata First team is running a daily quiz. The winner will get a chance to interview me. The details are all in the description of the video. There is also a contribution link for those who would like to come forward and contribute and keep our content alive. That's it from me. See you again next time.